Look, I'm trying to record something here, and you just, you're... No, go on. All right, just finish. The missus is making tea, and I'm trying to record, and I don't really want any of this noise. She's wearing high heels, she's walking around. Yeah, so she's gonna eat some cheesecake. Cheesecake from Green Square Cafe. Delicious, delicious cheesecake. Come and get it. It's very, very lovely, this cheesecake. You can have it with strawberry or blueberry. What are you gonna have it with? Tell me. What are you gonna have the cheesecake with? She's gonna have it with nothing, she said. What would you prefer it with? Strawberry or blueberry?
Handmade jam.
She'd prefer it with handmade jam, like I'm gonna make handmade jam. What does she think I am? Handmade sham? Handmade shamaneko. Oh, I'm funny. Can I start this podcast now? Are you sure? You're not gonna make any noise, you're not gonna type. You're not going to breathe too loudly. Do you need help getting on the chair? Alright, there she is. She sat. Let's get this done. I'm a little bit nervous today because the missus is here and she is listening to me record this. So I feel a bit silly because I can tell that she is judging me. Anyway. Hello. Hi. Hey. Good day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women, male and female, and everything and everyone else. My name is Sham. Shamaneko no Shamu. Again, I'm not a cat. I told you before, I'm not a cat. I am a human being, and I am the owner of Green Square Cafe here in Komae, Tokyo. A cafe where you can sit back, relax, and get better at English by doing a lot of different things. We are open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekdays and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on weekends. So please stop by, have a coffee, have a dessert, and say konnichiwa, hey, hello, g'day, sup, how are ya? Wagwan. Alright, mate. Yes, welcome to the podcast called Sham Talk. Yep, it's me, Sham, and I'm talking. I try to release one podcast a week, but because this is the first week, or second week, I don't know, it's one of the weeks, I wanted to make a few for people to listen to and get used to the format of the show. Also, there is so much happening in the world, and I thought it would be a good idea to address some of those things. If you don't understand something, or if you miss something, just skip back and listen again. You can also listen to the podcasts at different speeds, so if I'm going too fast or too slow, you can just change the speed to suit your needs. Of course, feel free to pause the video and repeat any difficult words anytime you'd like. And as always, you can get a full transcript of the lesson online. Just get on the website www.greensquare.jp. What's that website again? www.greensquare.jp. I apologize again for my singing. The sun is shining here in Komae, but it is pretty chilly. I am a little bit cold, and yesterday was very windy. So take a guess at what the date is, I dare you. So cycling here was pretty difficult, but I am alive. Yay. Let us all be happy that I am alive. Anyway, what are we talking about today? Today's topic is a little bit of a serious topic. Well, it's a very, very serious topic, but something that is currently affecting a lot of people in various ways, in a variety of ways. Today, I am going to talk about a coronavirus, COVID-19. What is there to say, you ask? You probably know a lot about COVID-19, or do you? It has been on the news for the last month, so what can I really say? Well, firstly, the coverage on the news is bloated with a lot of information which is often confusing, and honestly, I think a lot of people just want answers to a few questions. Secondly, there are a lot of different words, useful words, to learn when talking about COVID-19. And these words will help you if you visit another country and have to go to the doctor. So, let's have a look. Before I start, I should mention that a lot of this information is subject to change. We are still learning a lot about this virus, and we are still trying to determine the facts about this virus, and the scientific community is learning more and more about the virus every day. Also, I am not a health expert. I cannot give you advice. I am an English teacher. I can only relay the information from how I have interpreted it so that you, the listener, can then interpret what I say, and somewhere down the line, perhaps the information will get twisted and become absolutely, ridiculously wrong. Hashtag Donald Trump. First question. What is a coronavirus and what is COVID-19? There are a lot of different coronaviruses. They cause illness in animals or humans, and in humans they can cause respiratory infections or breathing infections. This most recent coronavirus is called COVID-19. The outbreak of this virus started in China, in Wuhan. I'm sorry if I pronounced that terribly, and if you are Chinese, please do not get offended by my pronunciation. Yes, it started in China, in Wuhan, in December 2019. So it is a virus, a pretty strong virus, which is now a pandemic. Yes, COVID-19 is officially a pandemic. But did we really need the WHO to tell us that? Not really. We could see for ourselves that the virus has spread throughout the world. They could have announced it ages ago. Second question. How do I know if I have COVID-19? Okay, so I don't like the flu or having a cold, obviously. 当たり前でしょう. Yes, I don't like being sick. But when you have a cold or the flu, you usually know you have them. You show a lot of different symptoms. You present with a lot of different symptoms. You exhibit various symptoms. When it comes to COVID-19, coronavirus, you could have the virus and not present with any symptoms for up to 14 days. Meaning you could start showing symptoms after 1 day up to 14 days. But these are just guesses, predictions, estimates. In that time, you are walking around, shaking hands, getting close to your friends, sitting near people on the train, rubbing up against each other in a strange manner. Why would you do that? I don't know. Without knowing that you have a virus. The worst thing is that the virus can spread during the incubation period. The what period? Calm down. The incubation period. So symptoms are the signs of a disease. For a cold, the symptoms would be a runny nose, sneezing, coughing, a slight fever, a sore throat. These are the signs that you have a cold. An incubation period is the time from when you get the virus to when you start showing symptoms. So if you have the virus and you don't have any signs or symptoms of the virus is still in the incubation period. But, as I just said, during the incubation period, the virus can still spread. Third question. So, what exactly are the symptoms of this particular coronavirus, COVID-19? Well, the most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, tiredness, and dry cough. Some people with COVID-19 might have aches and pains, a blocked nose, a runny nose, a sore throat, or diarrhea. Diarrhea is disgusting. It's getty. Diarrhea. Getty. Fourth question. Why is COVID-19 so dangerous? Well, there are a lot of answers, in my opinion. The incubation period for coronavirus is estimated to be between 1 and 14 days, as I have already said. Most commonly, it's 5 days. A recent study has found that the median incubation period is 5.1 days. Yes, 5.1 days. Warning, sarcasm alert. 5.1 days. Does it seem specific enough? I don't think so. It seems a bit too vague, doesn't it? It feels like they could have done better. Like down to the minutes and seconds, like this. Hello, my name is Dr. Smith, and in our studies we have found that COVID-19 to have an incubation period of around 5 days. 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 36.5472938601 recurring seconds, give or take. You know, approximately, we guess. It's just an approximation. We didn't want to be too specific. But no, all they said was 5.1 days. Amateurs. Sarcasm has successfully been completed. Have a nice day. During this time, you could be spreading COVID-19 to other people. That is pretty scary. And like I said, some people who become infected and not show any symptoms, and they don't feel sick. They don't feel unwell. The WHO say on their website that about 80% of people recover from COVID-19 without any special treatment, and 1 in 6 people will become seriously ill and have breathing problems, respiratory problems. It is especially risky for older people and people with other medical conditions. So if you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, the WHO recommends going to see your doctor and, of course, wear a mask. Or just call for an ambulance and wear a mask. It is actually probably best not to leave your house and keep your mask on. Masks, yes, masks. Fifth question, should I wear a mask? A lot of people wear masks in Japan, especially in spring, because of 花粉症. In the UK, we say hay fever, and in America, I believe they say allergies. Now, the WHO have a recommendation about masks as well. They say you should only wear a mask if you are sick or if you are looking after someone who may have COVID-19. So if you are healthy and with healthy people and outside, you don't really have to wear a mask. A disposable face mask can only be used once. One time. Just one time. It can't be washed. It shouldn't be reused. And there is a worldwide shortage of masks. So use masks wisely. Of course, a way to reduce the spread of the virus is to wear a mask, but most masks, surgical masks, don't help. A different type of mask called the N95 respirator can help, but, and it is a big but, it is difficult to put on that mask. Specialists have to get yearly training on how to put this mask on. Yes, yearly training. Every year, specialists get training to put on this mask so that the wearer doesn't breathe around the edges. This is the mask that can help you against COVID-19, but there is another problem. It is difficult to wear for long periods of time. It is very difficult to breathe while wearing the N95 respirator because it is so thick. It gets very moist, wet, and very hot. The CDC says that wearing masks, if you are sick, can help stop the spread of the disease. But honestly, the best thing is to just stay home, stay isolated, and try not to get other people sick. Also, don't hoard masks because a lot of people who need them, such as health workers, medical workers, they are the people who need them most. So, don't bulk buy masks. Okay? Which brings us to question 6. How can I not get COVID-19? How do I protect myself? Well, don't cough on anyone. Don't sneeze on anyone. Don't touch anyone's face. Don't touch your face. Don't touch my face. Don't let me touch my own face. And if you absolutely have to touch a face, wash your hands first. I don't know why you would want to touch anyone's face unless you were a blind person trying to identify someone and that other person was unable to speak. That's the only situation I can think of in which you would need to touch someone's face. That is the recommendation. Wash your hands, wash them well for at least 20 seconds. Don't touch the facial area. Cough into the bend of your elbow and stay at least 1 meter away from someone who is coughing or sneezing. Also, don't lick your elbow after you've coughed into it. Also, it is a good idea to try and avoid large gatherings, giving you the perfect excuse to not go to that wedding you were invited to, by that friend you haven't seen or to whom you haven't spoken in ages, and honestly don't care about. Sorry, Barbara, I can't come to the wedding because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Also, I don't really care that you're getting married. Actually, it is mostly the fact that I don't care about your wedding and the fact I will have to pay 30,000 yen to have a bad time. If you absolutely have to go to Barbara's wedding, make sure you make an effort and at least decorate your face masks. Question 7. Should I be worried about COVID-19? Yes. But no. Just remember that the majority of people who get the disease are going to be fine. The WHO have stated 80% will be fine without going to the doctors. It has been claimed that around 2% of people who get COVID-19 die. So it is 20 times worse than the influenza, the flu, but that number could be quite a bit lower. The numbers that are reported are based on people going to the hospital, exhibiting symptoms. The people with no symptoms are not recorded, so the fatality rate is likely to be much lower, as was the case with swine flu in 2009. So how can this information help you in other countries? Well, if you need to visit an English-speaking doctor, you may be asked, "What are your symptoms? What seems to be the problem? What are your troubles?" What are your troubles? I don't think they would ask you that, but it's possible. What seems to be the problem? What seems to be the matter? What are your troubles? What are your symptoms? Your answer would be, "I have a fever, a runny nose, a sore throat, a cough, muscle pain, tiredness, a rash, a pain in my neck, a pain in my chest, trouble breathing. I have diarrhea." There are a lot of symptoms. I don't think you would say "I have diarrhea" with such glee and pride. Maybe you would, I don't know. If you read the transcript, you will find more information on the grammar and on symptoms. So take a look, check it out, have a gander. Have a gander. So there is COVID-19. It seems simple enough. Just cover your mouth with a bend in your elbow, wash your hands, wear a mask if you are sick or looking after someone who is sick, and just stay home and get a good diet. Drink plenty of fluids. Do everything you can to stay healthy. I don't know. This seems like a lesson, or these seem like lessons that a normal human being should know by now. Just remember these things and do them for the rest of your life, whether you are sick or not. There are some other problems that it causes, political problems. It is very interesting to see how the leaders of various countries are addressing this problem. Most are overstating the problem. They want you to know that this is a very serious situation, and they want you to be afraid. Donald Trump has decided to go the completely other way. He has downplayed the situation. But I think he is just trying to be honest and prevent a panic. He wants people to know that it isn't as serious as the CDC or the WHO. The WHO. Yeah, the band. The WHO. The English rock band. The WHO are making it out to be. It isn't as serious as the CDC or the WHO are making it out to be. As I have said, the 2% fatality rate is maybe, perhaps, possibly, there's a chance that it might not be the actual rate. It might be much lower than that. Furthermore, it might be over once the temperatures rise. But in previous flus, which have been pandemics, once the warm weather gets rid of that flu, come autumn, come winter, that flu comes back again with a vengeance. It comes back hard, and it could potentially harm a lot of people. So hopefully by winter there will be a vaccine, and hopefully, when the temperatures rise, COVID-19 will disappear. That brings us back to question 7. Should I be worried? Again, well, the big problem is that we shouldn't be complacent. The world should not be complacent. We should be cautious. We should be worried. We should be anxious. We should be nervous. It is from this worrying that we stop the spread of the virus. It is from this worrying that we become more cautious, that we become more careful. So please worry. Just don't worry too much. Know what I mean? Just be careful. Stop going round licking people's hands and faces. But just don't panic. Take off the hazmat suit and stop bathing in hand sanitizer. Speaking of politics, join me next time for a quick look at the US election and the race to become the Democratic nominee. If you don't like politics, don't listen. But if you want to get better at talking about a variety of subjects, then you can't miss it. It is going to be a little bit difficult, but I will include the transcript for all of you to learn a lot of new words and to learn how to talk a little bit about politics. So, that was COVID-19. I hope you learnt something. I'm sorry, this recording went on for longer than I had promised in the last podcast. I know, I apologize. Make sure you drop by Green Square Cafe in Komae. I would love to see you. I would love to speak to you. You can get the script for this podcast at www.greensquare.jp/podcasts. What was that website? www.greensquare.jp/podcasts. Oh yeah, baby. Shake it. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you are entertained. I hope you are informed. I hope you stay healthy. I hope you come to Green Square Cafe. I hope to see you on the next one. I hope a lot of different things, apparently. Don't forget to subscribe and like the podcast video thing. Even if you hated it, please just click the like button. And you will be surprised by how much more you will like the video. Anyway, be blessed. What's the button I have to press again? This one.